Imagine sparring a world champion of his caliber, of his legacy, and in the third, fourth round, he's like, I'm tired. Like, what?
Is this Canelo? Is this his little brother?
Like, I'm tired.
This is twin brother.
I can't right now. I'm like, fuck, bro.
He ain't say that.
I swear to God.
No, he didn't.
Oh, 100%, bro. They
crazy.
just stopped sparring because he's tired. But
No.
yes, bro.
No.
Whatever, bro.
No. I believe. Welcome back to another episode of And Still. Thank you all for viewing and subscribing. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. The best is yet to come. I'm Andrew Garcia. This is Nelson Garcia. And today's special guest is the WBA number 13 ranked light heavyweight contender, the most underrated, well-spoken, heavy-handed Egyptian boxer signed to Don King Promotions with a record of 22-1 and 18 devastating knockouts. Ahmed American Pharaoh Elbiali, baby.
Pharaoh, baby.
Hey, let me get some fucking.
That was fire. That was fire.
I told you I had a nice intro for you, bro.
Jimmy Lennon ain't got shit on you. Bro.
Shit, they need to hire me then.
For sure. I've been telling them.
Hey,
What was that?
Hey, man, it's a fucking pleasure to have you, bro.
Thank you guys for having me.
Like I said in the intro, you're a very well-spoken, entertaining person, bro.
Thank you. Miami love, bro. You guys are brothers from Miami. You know this city to the fullest. So,
facts.
Thank you guys for having me.
I think you don't get the amount of love that you should be getting, and you've been making noise on the low key. I think it's time to get high key.
And ojalá, bro. I think God is the best of planners, and when the time is right, you know, God put things in your way. We'll make it happen. I'm ready. You already know.
100%.
You're always ready. The champ always stays ready.
Born ready. Fuck Canelo. Born ready.
Hey, we already with it.
We're already with it. Canelo, shots fired.
Hey, I want to speak to you about a little bit in the beginning of your career. You had a pretty, amateur success here in the Florida local scene. You were gonna compete in the Olympics for Egypt, right? What ended up happening with that?
So, initially, you guys remember the World Series of Boxing down here? There was the Miami Gallos.
Right.
Bro, I was, in all honesty, as an amateur, I was a very shitty amateur. Not shitty. I worked so hard. I was strong. I hit like a shit ton of bricks, but I lost my first amateur fight. I think I lost my first couple other ones after that. And with the World Series of Boxing, I was, I think, like 9-8 as a amateur, and they're like, you want to come try out for the World Series of Boxing? I'm like, yeah, sure. So they put me against the guy named Siju Shabazz. Back in the day, Siju Shabazz, he fought Marcus Browne, Robert Brandt in the amateur. I think he was like a 3-time national amateur champion. I wrecked this boy's fucking brain out, and I was a nobody. If you see World Series of Boxing films of me, I'm a scrub. But I banged his head to the floor. Pat Burns at the time, he was the trainer down here in Miami. Pat Burns was a former U.S. Olympic coach for Floyd Mayweather's Olympic team. He's like, kid, we'll have you. That's when it all took off. I lost my first World Series of Boxing fight with a guy named Jason Monroy. He was a 2-time Olympian, 300-something amateur fights. I lost it a decision. I rocked him in the second round, but no, I didn't get the finish. Then the second one, I beat Robert Brandt. He was a 3-time national champion, became a world champion in the pros. That's when Pat told me, he's like, go make your national team. I'm not an American. I've lived here most of my life, but I think due to visa issues and maybe 9/11 and shit like that, little setbacks. It's all a blessing though. Every setback has a good thing to it. So I go to my national team. I try it out, and I whooped everybody from like 60 to super heavyweight. But
super heavyweight.
Yeah, they would have me fight everybody. They're like, well, him. How about him next? I'm like,
they're trying to get rid of you, right? Basically,
100%, bro. So, yeah, it was a little, the truth side. It's not bad. I pretty much got the hint, like, hey, the guy in your weight class has been with us since he's been 8 years old, bro. We can't just give you his spot. We've been investing our money into him since he was a kid. So that's how I took it. I was a little butthurt, and it was difficult for me to turn pro because of it. So I get back to America. The Arab Revolution happened. They told me there was going to be some qualifiers. I couldn't go to that. I tried to turn pro, and it took a while. So they had me. My first pro fight was against a guy signed with Tutu Savala. You guys know Tutu?
Mm-hmm. Of course. He lives in Orlando.
Yeah,
right?
All-Star Boxing Promotions. Pernell Mitchell. So Pernell Mitchell was a 2-time national champion, cruiserweight, moved down to light heavyweight. They're like, oh, we'll fight him for $500. I didn't know who Pernell Mitchell was until my friend named John Fripp told me who Pernell Mitchell was. He's like, Pernell, you fighting Pernell Mitchell? He's actually a good fighter. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know. So then I told Carlos, I'm like, oh, so this Carlos was like, you want the fight? I'm like, we're not getting any fights. They're never gonna give me a pro fight here because they don't know me, and I'm not American. I'm not Egyptian. I'm like, I don't got an ethnicity, bro. So I fight Pernell and knock him out in the first round on Telemundo. It's all God's work, really, because I wasn't supposed to be televised. I wasn't supposed to be anything. I knock him out on Telemundo first round. They gave me the golpe de la noche. I had a guy come in, Junior Doticos.
Of course.
Investor come to me, right? Yeah. His investor comes to me in the ring. He's like, I'll give you $25,000 to sign you right now. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
Bro, I got paid $500 and then I got paid $100 for gas on the way back. It's better than nothing because the 4 fights after that, I got paid literally nothing just to fight. Good fighter, decent, moving fighters like any pro.
Did you take it though? The 25? The 25 racks that they offered you?
I didn't take it, but they invited me to Rigo's fight in Jersey. I was moving with them in a lot of directions for a couple years, but it was just nothing was ever official, and it was a good thing because I was always told by Joey Hernandez, like, hey, don't sign papers, bro. Like when you get a contract, wait your ass out. Just wait as long as you can. I even signed with Mike Tyson, and the first thing Joey Hernandez told me, he's like, why the fuck did you do that? Go pull out.
It flopped.
And then they flopped. They wanted, bro. They offered me $10,000 signing bonus, and when Joey told me that, they kept calling me. They're like, "Hey, come pick up your money. Come pick up your money." I'm like, "Nah, I got school. I can't today." They started to wonder, like, "Yo, what the fuck's up, Ahmed?" I'm like, "No, I think I want to release. We haven't really started. It's been less than a week since signing the contract." Thank God I got out of it because it fucking flopped. And Lubin gets signed by Al, and then right after that, I get signed by Al. So it was like everything happened. Bro, I was the kid emailing different promoters growing up. Like, please, Golden Boy, can you sign me? Please, Samson Lukowitz, can you sign me? Please, Al, can you sign me? And then, like, beam, Yeah. So it's just,
So in other words, it's a blessing that you didn't even continue your amateur career. You went straight pro, started working.
100%. I'm telling amateurs right now that I see if they look good, they got some hunger in them, they can fight. Bro, fuck the amateurs. Really.
The only thing I'm going to say about that is I want to say something. It's the fact that I also don't like people that, don't look great and have 10 amateur fights and go pro. And then they get used by everybody because and the truth is, man, most guys, 90% of people with 10 amateur fights are not going to beat the top guys in the nation.
100%. That's how I see it. If you're not nowadays, if you want to be a top amateur, you got to be a top amateur, and if you that's it. So if you're not going to be a top amateur because you're turning pro at 18, 19, 20, 21, you just started boxing, like, bro, just focus on turning pro. Let's get you some good sparring. Put it in your head that your first pro fight is going to be without headgear. You don't have experience. That's just how it is. But I think it's a better investment long term. You're not going to take as much damage. You're going to actually gain more confidence because you're going to get more knockouts.
Right.
It's just a smarter decision because in reality, all these fucking pros none of them make no fucking money. So if you're just starting off boxing and you're doing this because you really love it, it's just better for you to do it the right way because you came into pro boxing, loving pro boxing, knowing you're not going to make money in pro boxing until you start making money in pro boxing.
Right.
So just to waste your time in the amateurs, get robbed, cry, make weight, get your ass whooped. Yeah.
Do you regret a little bit though that you probably could have gone to the Olympics and won gold?
Bro, that's why I'm saying this because it's like now too they're fucking with me more because they're like, oh, you can go to the Olympics. I'm getting calls from my national team. They're like, you want to go to the Olympics? I'm like, fuck, bro, that's taking 5 steps backwards though. I want to do it, but it's still like I'm gonna be fighting amateurs, and and they're probably really really good amateurs. Yeah. But it's like still, I beat them. It's like you should have beat them. You're a pro, and I lose to them. It's like you lost to an amateur. It's like it's a lose-lose,
Right, it's a lose-lose.
So
a few pros did it and ended up losing.
Yeah,
so.
and I say this about these pros because look at Jake. Jake, Logan, come on. If you guys want to do it like them.
Yeah.
Follow their footsteps. these boys ain't got shit in boxing.
But let's call it ace of spades. Those guys, if they do it that way, and there are like those guys are not gonna make it up high in the rankings. Never. No, it's not gonna happen.
No, but at least you get the
money.
At least you get the dream of becoming a pro. Because most of these guys, man, most of us, we really live in the moment, whether we don't want to. Even though we're thinking about millions, we're still living in the moment. So as long as, say, you finish your 8-0, 6 KOs, and you're like, I don't want to box anymore. Now I want to be like something else. All right, cool. You can tell your kid one day, like, hey, I was an 8-0 boxer. When you mature one day, like. So I don't think it's and if you get knocked out, you just say like, oh shit, I never boxed in my life. That's it.
Hey, so when you brought up Jake Paul, I didn't do it. You did. I know you got some work in with him. Yeah. I know you got some work in with him. So come on, man. Tell me something about it.
Tell us the truth. What went down there, man?
Yeah.
How was the ass whooping that you gave him?
I heard they told you to take it easy on him.
So that's the first thing. They told me to take it easy, and I pretty much
Keep it real. Keep it real.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say
real.
whoop his ass because I couldn't whoop his ass because that's not nice of me.
Yeah, you had
I did something like I worked with him. I put pressure on him by moving my head, playing around, like dancing a little bit, and they're like, "Oh, you're not working with him." You know, I'm not gonna lie. The kid hits hard. If he hits you, you got to be careful. But that's everybody in fighting. I got hit by 135 pounders. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's true, yeah.
Everybody, when you're a grown man, you hit hard. Yeah. You hit me right now, and I'm not paying attention. You might knock me the fuck out.
Yeah, and if you've been boxing for a long time and you know how to torque your shots, they all hurt.
They all hurt, bro. Yeah. So Jake's good for a kid that never boxed before. Yeah, he's a really good Disney fucking kid, bro. He's good. He's good.
Yeah. But my thing is, people disagree with me, but do you think he can compete with a high-level amateur? A national level?
Bro. That's worse than competing with a medium-level pro.
Thank you.
Because the pros get lazy. You're going to tell a pro, Jake's telling you, hey, I'm going to pay you $1 million to fight me. And then he starts rubbing his back, massaging him. Hey, I'm going to give you $1 million.
Yeah, give him a dick rub.
Take a dive. I'm going to give you an extra mil.
Bro, that's even if they're not taking the dive, they're going to this fight soft as fuck. Yeah. They're like,
At the end of the day, like you said, people don't know this, but in boxing, high-level amateurs are tougher than, like you said, D and C-level pros.
Oh, big time.
Big time. Because those high-level amateurs are B and A-level pros when they get there.
100%. We're talking about Abel. You know,
there you go.
Small example. And Abel's a national. He's not. I mean, sorry, Abel. Like, there's international fighters. Abel's a 10-time national champion, and he'll kill a fucking lot.
Oh, he'll sleep Jake Paul, bro.
Forget about Jake Paul. I'm talking about like top 10 light heavyweights.
Yeah. Facts.
Easily, bro. Easy. And he barely got. You know, he just needs the experience. And these are just. This is
he's a middleweight.
And I didn't even know. So exactly, and he's a middleweight, but and he'll sleep Jake Paul if that's the case. Yeah,
of course.
Did Jake Paul take care of you in training camp? Though?
No, bro. I didn't even want the fucking training camp. It was one time. I didn't want the money. I told him, I'm like, no. I'm not getting paid for that. And they're like, no, please, Ahmed, take the money. Just take the money. And I'm like.
Was it good money though?
No, bro. I swear to God, it was nothing.
It was nothing.
Yeah, bro. It was. I think it was like $80 or something.
What the fuck? $80?
I swear to God, bro. That's why I was like,
that's weak.
Bro.
That's disrespectful to you. Yeah.
Well, it's not.
It's not disrespect.
No, it's
more of a disrespect.
$80 and then come on,
it's more of a disrespect for an amateur to pay a pro on his level.
That's how I was like, I don't want the money. I swear, and it's like, I mean, I was in Vegas. I'm not gonna say I didn't need money, but I didn't need $80.
Right.
Yeah, not like that. Like, right. You know, like we all can. If I'm making $80 an hour, that's a different story. But I'm not making $80 an hour. You know.
Yeah. I heard you say something. I mean, not negative, but I heard you talking. A little bit of your mess about BJ Flores. What's up with you and BJ Flores?
Nah, BJ's super cool. It's just BJ got. So BJ's the one that told me after the sparring, like, hey, you went hard on him. Like, I was like, bro, I barely hit the guy. If anything, I think I stood one time in the corner just like that, hit me.
You did that with Caleb too.
Yeah. And that's when I found out. I'm like, oh shit, he does hit hard. Like, I gotta be careful because I'm being a dummy, you know. But no, BJ, they're all super good people. I wish them the best, you know. I wish to slap them, but I wish them the best too. Like, what? Of course, bro. Like,
did you have a conversation with Jake though after, like a mutual? No. So it was just no.
I'm also not the picture guy. I only take a picture with someone that I really, really want to take a picture with, like a Roberto Duran, a Chavez. Like,
but you don't think being friends with him, not on the fake tip, but being friends with him, can make you elevate your career?
Yeah, like networking, you know.
I think. I'm learning not to live with pride, bro, or ego.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult in this boxing world.
Especially when you live in Miami.
Not only that,
and that's why I've been living in Vegas. But yeah, now that I'm back here, I'm man.
But you got a network though, bro. You got a network, man.
I'm trying. It's this is a great opportunity for me. This is a way to network, and really, it's a pleasure. You guys are in the fight game. This is one great way for me to network, and that's why when I came, I was like super sweaty. I'm like, yo, I'm fucking excited, bro, because it's cool. You know, you guys are Miami boys. It's nice. It helps me out a lot.
It's an opportunity for both of us.
Thank you,
for sure.
Yeah, but as far as these fools, I wish them the best, bro. They're robbing the bank, but yeah, if I could rob the bank, I would.
I mean, I don't have a problem with what he's doing. He's
bringing more fans to the sport.
He's bringing viewers to the sport. The only issue that I have, but man, when I come to think about it, he has to do that. It's his persona, right? To say he wants to fight Canelo and do things like that. To me, it's cringe as shit because I know boxing. I've been in boxing my whole life. You can't do shit. Forget Canelo. You can't do nothing with the top 20 guys, you know? So that bothers me. But at the end of the day, he has to do that, right? He has to say he's a real deal. He has to say he's striving for that. He's never going to get the fight. If he gets the fight, he's not going to last more than 2. So whatever.
I think they got him in the rankings already. So whatever he's doing, they do. They do.
I did read something about that.
But not top 20 or none of that.
No, they do. They have him top 15.
Nah, really?
I swear they're about to put him top 15 WBC and WBA. That's why he's going to the convention.
I saw your interview, but they're not.
I promise.
But they haven't done it yet.
I hope so.
Money talks. Money talks.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, I'm gonna give you a meal. Put me. I don't know. That's crazy.
Bro, I'm not even say that. It's less than a mil.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
less
pretty
than
sure,
100 grand. It's
oh,
easy
like that?
Yeah, bro. The WBA.
hey, champ, take it
what's
easy.
in that bag?
You're number 13. You're number 13. Chill.
You know how long it took them for me to put me in number 13 because I bought their number 13.
Did you pressure them?
Did I pressure them? I didn't, bro. I told Don, I'm like, bro, it's been 6 months until I won my fight against their number 13.
Right.
Even if he was
they're 13
for the NABF, right?
Yeah, NABA, whatever. The NABA world champion, you know, one of these fucking bullshit. But these titles do help. When you win this bullshit title, you realize I'm like, it does it works. It really it's not bullshit.
Yeah, it's a ranking thing.
If you guys want a title, go win a bullshit title. That's how you get it in, 100%. It's a ranking thing.
Shit, now that you brought up Don, how is it working with him? A lot of people say that he's he's really corrupted, etc. But you working with him personally, how does it feel? What have you seen about him?
Bro, I'm super honored. Thankfully, I don't want to sound super egotistical, but I've been able to work with Don, Al Haymon, Lou DiBella, the best promoters in boxing. And if you guys know me from Miami, I was a nobody. So Don is in the book. For me, I only want to work with the best because I only started with the best. So it doesn't matter who I was as an amateur or a kid, but in the pros, I only got used to working with the best. So Don is Al Haymon's godfather. And the first thing he told me is like, well, Al's pissed off at you. He's like, yeah, because I walked away with $500,000 from Al. I'm a walking investment. I'm just like, yo, give me my fucking release. If you guys not going to move me, then give me my release. But with Don, bro, so far with Don, I got one fight. It's been one of my best fights in my career because it earnfully put me in the WBA 13. I was number 5 in the WBA at light heavyweight and cruiserweight at once at the same time. But I never really fought for those positions. I was just number 5, you know? But now it's like, all right, I'm top 15, but I fought for it.
So Al Haymon wanted to sign you too, or he got to sign you? How was that?
I was with Al Haymon from 4-0 or 5-0 until 20-1.
And what was that split? It wasn't really you didn't see your career progressing with him.
I feel like a lot of Al fighters, once you get that loss on your record,
that's it. It's
it's like go. Don't come back.
So they weren't giving you much fights and stuff then?
Well, it was after the Pascal loss. I fought once that year in 2017, and then the year after I fought 3 times, but it took 2-3 years to come back, and I still haven't come back from the Pascal fight because my career's been super bumpy since. But it was just really inconsistent. It would take such a while to get fights, and then COVID happened, and then I lost. This is where I fucked up too, because you don't burn bridges in boxing. Even though I'm talking shit and all that, I don't think you never feed the hand that gives you food, and you never burn bridges in these kind of sports. Because
in any business.
In any business, because all these the top guys know each other, and the top guy's gonna be like, hey, well, he's a crazy one. Don't fuck with him. So
Right.
I learned the hard way. COVID was tough on us all. I got impatient. I asked for a release twice from Haymon, so Haymon eventually was like, well, then fuck you. Take your I asked for a release. They gave me a really, really good $1 million, couple $1 million contract, and then COVID happened. I got impatient. They moved me up to cruiserweight without asking me, so that's when I took it really personal, because I'm like, bro, like I have a multi-fight $1 million contract with you guys at 75, and it says 175, but why are you guys moving me up to cruiserweight? So I just took it as in like, that doesn't make sense. I'm not even a big light heavyweight. And that's when I was like, well, give me my release again. And then that was super hard. I had a manager sign for me a contract. And then I signed it with Salida, and then they called Salida saying I was under contract. Then I had to get a release from Salida.
It was a whole mess.
Bro, for like 3 years. And then that's why, bro, when Don signed me, it was the funniest thing. I had finished the Canelo camp. I really hurt my back in the camp because it was just, the training was super inconsistent, not on my own schedule. Remember, we're sparring top fighters, and based off of there, he'll just call us at 7 a.m., come to the gym. Like, fuck.
So you were like on standby all the time, basically.
On standby, and I told you guys before the interview, I had weeks of not sparring too. Like,
yeah,
I had weeks of them just paying me just to sit at my room and just chill. So it's like when you get the call of sparring, like, hey, you're sparring tomorrow at 7 a.m., like, oh shit.
You weren't even training though?
Bro, no matter how much you train, I'm
it's not the same.
Nah, exactly. I'm super crazy about training. I wake up, I run, I do everything. I got to do whatever I got to do to be successful. I do.
Thanks.
But when you're not focused on boxing with a trainer, I couldn't even train at the gym sometimes because they'd have mad people doing like interviews, and it was like that a lot.
It's a celebrity gym.
It's a celebrity gym, bro, and it's not a bad thing. Like, it was for me, it's different, but it's for the champ. So,
right.
What did you learn in that camp though? You know, being with somebody like Canelo, he's a great. You know, what did you learn in that training camp? And what dirty things did you see that you were like, damn?
Let's talk about inboxing, because inboxing is what matters. In the ring, is just be effective. Be effective defensively. Be effective offensively. Be effective. Don't execute. Don't exercise. Don't just move. Do everything with a purpose. Understand why you're doing it. Why you're moving to the left. Why you're moving to the right. Counter, feint. Be a 12-round fighter.
Facts.
Yeah. Because in boxing, it's 12 rounds, you know.
So were you doing 12 with Canelo?
Nah, bro. I was doing like 3-4 rounds. That's
Really?
what's blowing my mind too, because I'm like, fuck, I left Miami for this shit.
I saw an interview with True Sports. Shout out to Brendan. You know, shout out to our guy from Miami.
That's our guy.
That, you know, in that training camp, you learned a lot about like that there's no friends in this sport. So like, talk to us about that. What did you see in that camp specifically?
I learned there's no friends from sparring Caleb and Badu and genuinely being nice to these guys. There's just no friends in boxing in general. Canelo, I would say Canelo deserves everything he has. I deserve not to be his friend, bro, because he's the king of the crowd. Like, he's top notch. Canelo is not a rich man. He's a filthy, wealthy, super rich man. He doesn't need boxing like at all. So in reality, I can't even talk shit about the man. You know, I would love to just fight him. That's all I can do, because that's the only way I can compete with Canelo in reality. But other than that, yeah, I look better than him. I'm taller. I probably get more girls without the money. Like, yeah, like there's a lot of other great blessings you can't buy. But what matters is he's Canelo and I'm Ahmed. You know.
I want to say something. In the clip that we saw of you sparring Canelo, it did look like you were
giving him the work.
I told you that.
You had the upper hand.
And that was my worst day, bro. Yeah. I'm leaning forward. He almost caught me with an uppercut. I remember, but I didn't even post that. I didn't record this. No. The Zone recorded that, and then I cropped my Ramses emoji and put it on top of Canelo. But I didn't even know they recorded that until I saw it on like someone's story one day. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna take that shit. I look good, and they posting it for him. So, yeah.
That's true.
But what would you say? What would you say was, I wouldn't say easy, but was the flaw or the opening in Canelo, you know, considering you dominated as well as you did?
I think he's just very lazy. I think it's very
His volume.
not his volume. He's genuinely tired. I think he's genuinely tired of boxing. Not in a bad way too, bro.
Not physically. You mean like actually mentally?
I think both physically and mentally. He's been boxing since he's 15. You could tell he's had surgery on his legs. He's had numerous surgeries all over his body.
He's older than the age says. Then.
Oh, bro, big time.
And he's very consistent too, fighting 4 or 5 times a year, so 3, 4, whatever.
At the highest level with top guys.
And God knows what he does on the side, you know? So, like, when you're being that consistent and working that hard, but you're putting, you're putting shit in your gas tank, it's gonna hurt, bro.
It catches up, especially in this sport. A brutal sport.
You see it in the eyes right away, bro.
Did you have any interactions with him and stuff, or it was just
he was very courteous. He's a very courteous person. I think that's how I would put it. He doesn't get too friendly. He's not unfriendly. He's very courteous. He's
professional.
We're very respectful.
Very respectful.
We met him. We had the chance to meet him. Remember? We met him. He's cool.
Oh, we were
he was
kids,
cool people.
Oh, bro, he's like a Roger Federer, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan of boxing. He's also a clean cut dude. He in Spanish, he speaks very well. He's a humble. Yeah. He comes off as very humble, you know.
So would you say what got you
He's
upset
humble.
and what you said about, the business side of boxing and all that was the fact that they were like putting you on the shelf and then calling you whenever they wanted?
They knew that was the only way to slow a fighter like me down, because I guess I'm kind of immature in boxing. Even if I'm old, I don't know it like I should know it, because I'm first generation boxer. I don't got no friends or family that put me in boxing.
That's
so
true though, yeah.
For me, it's like, it's sparring, it's go time, it's not work time, especially if it's Canelo. It's like, bro, the only reason I got called to go to Artur Beterbiev, I'm not going to go see Artur Beterbiev in sparring. I'd rather fight you, because that's a war, and you're my weight class.
Did you get called to spar or just to
spar? I got called in during the Canelo camp, and I just got called by Mark 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, damn, Mark, I want to fight Artur. I can't spar him, bro, because it's a waste of time, because it's too brutal. But with Canelo, they're like, you want to spar Canelo? I'm like, yeah, he's 154. Why not? I'm not going to lose nothing.
He's small.
He's small. He hits hard. Yeah, what
Who called you for that, to go to Canelo's gym?
Ellie Setback. Reporting.
Ellie Setback.
Ellie's the man, bro. Shout out to ES News, bro. Reporting.
Nah, he's that guy. He's that guy.
So he plugged you in.
Yeah, because I told him, I'm like, hey, I want to work with the coaches. Bro, it's so hard to work these coaches. I worked with the best coaches in boxing: Ismael Salas, Pedro Diaz, Virgil Hunter.
Pedro Diaz, shout out to our guy.
That's our boy. That's our boy.
More than I can even remember. Bones Adams, so many. Al Banani now, so many guys, bro. And yeah, bro.
Well, talking about sparring, now let's go a little bit back to Plant.
I wanted to work with Canelo's coaches.
And what happened there?
That's when Ellie read the message, I say 6 months ago. And then he calls me up like months later. He's like, yo,
6 months later?
He's like, I got you the coaches. You want to spar Canelo for his camp with Bivol? I'm like, let's go. We out. I didn't ask about the money. I was just like, with him, I'll take the opportunity. But that's probably my last training camp. Not probably. That's 100%. I'm never helping these guys out.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I got to help myself out now. I don't know much longer I got in this sport, so I want to become a world champion bad.
But don't you, so people can understand, wouldn't you say that going into camps like that would help you out?
Oh, it has helped me out, but that's it. Like, for me, it's enough. I've done it since I was 17.
Yeah, like now you just want to focus on getting the big fights.
Bro, I've literally done this since I've been sparring like Miguel Cotto, Andy Lee, growing up, like 17 years old up until Canelo.
Right. 33.
Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev, bro, everybody. Your Olympic gold medalist, Jermaine. Bro, I have.
And it's true. It's hard. It's hard
a
sparring.
long fucking list. And it's
not even rewarding at the end of the day because.
And it's not rewarding because they're not giving me fights. Because $500, $1,000, $2,000. Nah, bro. You blow it on dinner.
The next day.
100%.
The same day.
Like I'm gonna go to Nike and go.
Yeah, facts. So go ahead and ask him that question you wanted to ask.
Back to Plant. How was that sparring? And how was that introduced? Like who called you?
We had the same manager, Louis de Cubas Jr. and Al Haymon. So I had recently moved to Vegas. They needed sparring for the Uzcategui fight. So it was perfect style for me. I helped him out. It was good work. I think Caleb is a super talented fighter. Power is underestimated because he doesn't hit hard, but he is so fucking sharp. He has swords in his hands. Very good fighter, great IQ, and yeah, bro, it's eat or be eaten in this sport. And in Vegas, it's cutthroat. Yeah. So when it's boxing in Vegas, it's like you expect the worst because the worst is gonna make you the best.
There is some beef there though, right? On Instagram, social media, you ever beefing. What was that about?
Yeah, he took it to the heart.
Bro, exactly. You know why he took it to the heart? Because I gave everybody the blueprint on how to whoop his ass. That's why. So I it's cool. Like it's true. Like I deserved what he did because I did do something pretty grimy and
of putting
that
clip out.
I didn't really put it. It was out on YouTube for months. My manager put it in stuff. Not my manager, some guy that was fucking helping me out at the time. He put it up and then I was just like, oh. So Caleb, I guess, found out it was on YouTube. Then he posted something on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, well, you just gave me the reason to post it on Instagram too, bro. There you go. So it is cool. It is what it is. Like, it's just sparring, but I think he took it very personal because it was a very blueprint type of sparring where it's like, oh, if you just do this, you'll beat him. Yeah, 100%. Then he came out with excuses saying I was the second guy and third guy, and I'm like, nah, whatever, bro. I was the first guy in, last guy out.
So if you guys run into each other, like, you think there's like beef there, like kind of like?
If he wants beef, bro, I'm always open for beef.
So when you're raised in Miami, street problems ain't no problem.
But you think if you guys run into each other, like a dap up or like just?
No, it would be like.
Like a little quick size of
like
that.
some mean mugging, you know. And it's like 50 Cent said, man, I don't want no problems, but if you want some problems, I say no problem. You feel me?
And especially you being from Miami, you know what's up. You know what time it is.
What do the 5 fingers say to the face?
Yeah, for sure.
A Cuban slap. Oh, yeah, pinga, boom.
Yeah, but no. You're a big time. You know, you're not going to go ahead and do that. If you ain't getting paid for it, it ain't worth it.
There's not even,
We got to fight for money, but sometimes, bro, you got to fight to make money, too.
True.
So it's... Bro,
but I do think highly of Caleb. I do think he's, like you said, a very sharp boxer, which he is. He's a sharp boxer. Yeah, he's top notch, right? He's the highest level.
He's a world champion, bro.
All of us are beatable. We all have holes in our game, right? You did exploit some of them in those sparring sessions that you posted up. But you had said previously to that there were other sparring sessions where he got the best of you.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. What would you say is his best attributes?
His jab, his jab, and his jab. He has great lead hand.
It's very snappy.
He's also smart, but the thing is with Caleb, I believe if you just look at him and don't put pressure on him, he doesn't really know what to do. He doesn't like standing in the middle of the ring. He likes boxing. But I'm guessing he's a way better fighter now too. So, you know, that's then and this is now. So, but that was for me the key. I'm like, oh, I don't put pressure on him. Like, yeah, just don't put pressure on him. Just jab and work with him, and then he just kind of breaks. Whereas if you move to his right, to my right side, so if you cut him off, make him go to his right. See, this is fucked up. You make him go to his right, and you use your jab. Like, he doesn't like moving to his right. He likes moving to his left and to his right, and to just dance around you. Look
yeah, you know, he likes to fight on his back foot. That's what
100%. So if you kind of make him come forward or just look at you, he's like, oh.
Yeah, because he's not an aggressive dog, but he's the type of dog, if you push back, he'll bite.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
he's a dog.
His defense too is very His defense is very underrated too.
Oh,
he has pretty good defense.
I think he's
really defensive.
I think he's probably one of the best defensive fighters right now. After Floyd, I mean, really, no one fights that defensively well.
I just have a problem with saying he's one of the best defensive fighters right now. I have a problem with that because of. He gets hit by right hands by guys that are not so top notch.
Yeah, I get you.
So I have that issue. What I could see where defensively he's good, but the best I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Now that we're on that topic, who do you got? Who do you think wins? Plant or Benavidez?
Yeah, Benavidez.
Too much pressure, right?
Size, pressure, speed,
confidence.
Combinations.
Yeah, combinations.
Well, he might be moving up to 175. Benavidez.
I'm open
so
for
what's
that.
up? What's up with that?
I've been trying to fight them at 68.
Oh yeah.
All of them, bro. I swear to God. Like I'll say guys that I didn't want to fight at 75. I say early on in my career after I lost to Pascal, I didn't want to fight Marcus Browne because I didn't feel I was ready because I felt like the road were being paved differently. And then when he lost to Pascal, then I was like, I'll fight him. but until but with certain guys, I'm very open to it, and
You're an open book.
Yeah, bro. I understand. There's certain guys that's like Beterbiev, Bivol. These guys are, in reality, to the odds makers, 70-30 fights. But in my head, they're 50-50 fights. Whereas, like, I'd say Caleb, Benavidez, these are fights that are more like, okay, they're all 50 fights, bro. You know, when you're blessed, you could crack. You're
and
blessed.
one punch changes everything.
100%.
So,
one body shot changes everything.
You mentioned
That's
Jean
true.
Pascal. I do want to go a little bit more into that fight because that's kind of where like you started taking your layoff after that, and you had your little bit of hiccups. What happened in that fight? Because you have said you blamed yourself for that fight.
That was a good fight too. Really,
Thank you,
really good
brother. I
fight.
appreciate
It was good.
Great
I
fight.
just think you gassed. I don't even think you were. Really
I think
like,
yeah, you on the gas
I,
pedal. You're
don't-
like,
honestly, I don't know because you didn't look yourself. I mean, the first round you did, but after that, like you looked weird. You did kind of look weird.
I had a really bad experience leading into that fight, but it's just no excuses.
No, but we want to hear it.
Fuck, man.
We want to hear it. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's just
you took the L like well, it's not even an L. It's a lesson learned. And you took it like a man.
It's a learn. But what's up?
Bro, it was my biggest lesson learned. I had like Tourette's for years after that. Fuck! I lost to Jean Pascal. Just like that. But see, it wasn't solid when I lost, because when I lost, he was supposed to retire. He was a nobody. He was this, he was that. You lost to Pascal. And then, yeah, once down the road, he beats them, and then beats him. And then it's like, oh, you became a world champion again? Fuck. Well, that took a while. Like, at the time being, I was having panic attacks, fucking... Bro, it was a shit show.
But what happened in camp? What was it?
Everything was good. Everything was really good. I was sparring really well. We were doing 10 rounds. I was actually probably overtrained. I swear, bro. The Monday of that fight, my trainer he loves me so much that he pushes me to the max.
Carlos, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Carlos.
Yeah, exactly. He loves me. So he tells me, he's like, let's go to the track on Monday. And I was already starting to cut weight. And I'm like, I don't think we need it, bro. But he's nervous too, you know. For him, he won a title with Shannon, but with him, I'm like his little prodigy. So he's like, we got to win this fight. I blew out my hamstring. I still have a hamstring issue until this day, and this is what, 6 years
in sprints.
I tore a hamstring doing the 400. It was like a
long.
Yeah, and I was dry. Like I was already starting to cut weight. Popped in my hamstring. I did imagine, bro, I'm doing therapy the week of the fight, telling my mom like I'm fine. She's telling me you can't fight. I'm like, I have to. It wasn't even for the money because I got paid shit, and that's why I'm saying Don's a hell of a person, because Don in this last WBA fight, he gave me more than what I made with Pascal, bro. That's what I'm saying. Boxing, most of these fools don't make no money, bro. And you know they don't make no money. Popped that. I had a really bad weight cut, not because I had to lose the weight in a bad way. I think I had a bad hamstring. Carlos was we were both inexperienced. It's me. That's what but I really never had a team too. And there is no championship without a solid team in boxing.
True.
That's a big thing.
You need a great team.
You need a great team,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure. Yeah, everybody needs to be in the same.
Yeah, I literally had no everybody. I was me and Carlito, and it was me and Carlito that he would tell me, he's like, is it okay if I bring a friend with us in the corner? I'm like, who's the friend? Some guy I never even fucking met. Imagine that, in the biggest fight on TV in my city,
in your life.
in my life, and it's like Carlos don't speak Spanish, nor does his friend.
What do you mean Carlos doesn't speak Spanish?
I mean English.
English. Yeah.
Sorry. So it's like, and Carlos we speak a good Spanglish.
Right.
But he was so nervous in that first round. He's like, "Oh, hey, Baba." He starts speaking to me in Spanish, and I'm like, once Pascal hugged me, I had the bad weight cut, my hamstring. He squeezed the air out of me. Like, I was like, bro, this fucking bear, like that.
He's a big dude.
He's
strong.
Yeah, and then, bro, plus the fucking juice afterwards. I didn't even know. I'll tell you the juice afterwards too. After that first round, I'm like, okay, I think I got him. But once he squeezed me after 30 seconds, I'm like, oh.
Shit changed.
Gone. Shit changed, bro. The thing is, it looked like I wasn't bad. So he kept hitting me, clocking me. And I'm like, damn. He's not gonna knock me out.
He kept throwing the same right hand, left hook.
Yeah.
Right hand, left
No,
hook.
You observed it well. It wasn't affecting you.
100%. Like, that's the thing.
But it was hitting you.
Oh, 100%. So he was hitting me.
The left hook
I
was-
couldn't even
was-
keep my hands up. I was so tired, bro. In the second round, he kept hitting me. Boom, boom. I didn't even know left hook, right hand. He just throws wild. But I'm like, fuck, he's not going to knock me out. But I know if he keeps hitting me like this, because I only gained back 10 pounds out of the 30 I lost, I might have a brain bleed. Bro, it's not that I know that I can fight another day. I know, like, at the moment, I'm like, oh, fuck, it's just, that's how I thought. That's exactly what I thought at the fight. Because I'm
was your thought process?
Because I'm super analytical in life, bro. I live by numbers. I live by reality. I'm like, shit, I had a bad weight cut. He doesn't hit hard enough for him to stop the fight. Like, the ref's not going to stop the fight because he just doesn't hit hard enough. And I'm just going to keep taking these blows. I don't know which one's going to cause something. So I told Carlos, I'm like, hey, in the 6th round, I think, I'm like, Carlos, I'm fucking dead, bro. I can't even. He's like, what do you want me to do? Stop the fight? I'm like, no. Like, not that, but I can't do nothing, bro. And I even said that to Carlos. That's me giving up. I gave up when I said that. But I wasn't even getting, instructions of like, yo, don't punch back, just tire him out. This guy gets tired by the 8th. It was just like, keep going, punch him.
Maybe if there was somebody there with more experience telling, yo, come on, you gotta wake up, put you some more fire.
100%. And it's not, Carlos has the experience, but because of our love relationship, it all melted away. He forgot the experience. It became more of like, my son's getting his ass whooped, So he was like, what do you want me to do? And that's why they threw in the tout. It was 100% that, bro. This shit's not gonna end well if I let it keep going like this, because he ain't gonna knock me out. So that shit, I even lost the wrong way. If I would have just stood in the ring and explained myself, but bro, I was just so sad and butthurt and embarrassed.
Yeah, it wasn't your hometown.
It was my hometown, biggest fight. Yeah, so
it was in
Hialeah. And I really don't have experience in boxing. Like, I didn't have someone to advise me, say like, hey, win or lose, you got to be a good sport. You got to be you got to remember who you are. It's okay. You can lose. You're losing to a top fighter. No, I went into this saying like, you better beat Pascal because he isn't nobody. So it's like no pressure, bud. And I really thought I was gonna walk all over him. I'd watch tape and be like, bro, there's no way I could lose to this guy because I don't get tired. And like that was my gift. Like, I don't get tired.
So aside from the hamstring problem, do you think it was a dehydration issue?
Oh, 100%, bro. And that's why now I'm walking 180 and all this, because I used to cut 30 pounds. Sometimes have a good weight cut. Sometimes have a bad weight cut. It's like, fuck that, bro. I'd cut the weight too, and then the next day I'd be like, I see wrinkles around my eyes. I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting old. I want to live past boxing,
Right. Do you think that, not having a nutritionist and a team, like you said, messed that up?
Nah, it's me. It's all fighters' discipline.
Yeah, but the cutting weight. Yeah, no, but wait. But the cutting weight there's a science to it. There's a T to it. So you do need a team that's there.
100%. But I'd say for an MMA fighter, cutting weight is more valuable. For a boxer, because we're more
12 rounds.
12 rounds. It's an anaerobic sport, but with a lot more aerobic capacity. Stay close to your weight.
You don't want to cut too much.
You don't want to cut too much because it's gonna linger. It's gonna come back and haunt you. And if it's not gonna haunt you this fight, maybe not next fight. It'll catch up, bro.
But there's guys though that do it.
Oh, 100%.
Canelo at 54 was cutting 20, 30 pounds.
But I'm telling you, when you see this man in person, imagine you sparring a world champion.
We've met him. He's like this.
100%. No, I'm saying, but imagine sparring a world champion of his caliber, of his legacy, and in the 3rd, 4th round, he's like, I'm tired. Like, what?
Is this Canelo? Is this his little brother?
Like, I'm tired.
This is twin brother.
I can't right now. I'm like, fuck, bro.
He ain't say that.
I swear to God.
No, he didn't.
Oh, 100%, bro. They just stopped sparring because he's tired. But yes, bro.
No.
Whatever, bro.
No. I believe you, but I'm just saying, like, no.
Yeah, but that's how it is when you.
That's not how it is.
Yeah, bro. I heard stories of Duran telling his sparring partners.
Duran.
No mas.
No,
yeah,
he'd be like, tell them not to use the jab. 100%, bro.
You want to get paid? No jab.
100%, bro. When you want to get paid, you better do what the champ says.
Yeah, facts.
So what did you learn in that fight with the Pascal? What's something that you look back?
He said it. He ain't cutting 30 pounds again.
Nah, you get boxing wise. Use your jab. Be patient. Be a 12-round fighter. Outside of boxing, be a world champion. If you want to be anything in life, you got to be what that is before you be it. That's the only way it's going to accept you. You guys, you're passionate about this because you've always been passionate about this before you started this podcast. You guys know that you're socially passionate about talking about this, about the sport. Facts. So you've been in those shoes already. to be a world champion, you got to be in a world champion's shoes before you be a world champion. And to have 4 wives, you got to have 4 wives that you want 4 wives in your head before you have 4 wives. Like, it's just anything in life, bro. So you gotta eat, sleep, shit, make love, everything as a world champion. You better, bro, life. As 100%, everything.
You weren't living that life.
No, I was like, I was like half bad boy, half good boy.
I got a girl here. I'm gonna stay up to 4 a.m, but I got fighting in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's really the discipline.
On you.
It's all on us.
Now that you brought it up, though, you really have 4 wives?
Oh.
Hey, why you putting my boy on blast, dog?
Bro, it's halal. Well, it's all kosher for us. We allowed to do that, bro.
True.
So, hopefully many more than 4, brother.
Let's talk about your personal life. Like, so you grew up in Egypt?
I grew up here in the beautiful, magic city.
But you were born over there in Egypt?
I came here when I was 4.
Well, how come you came over here? What was the tradition?
He's just as Miami as us, bro.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Fucking super Miami, bro.
All day.
All day, yeah.
305 till I die.
Till I die. I love this place to the fullest.
Hey, look, I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I do want
toxic though. It's, yeah, go ahead.
You're toxic too. Nah, I do want to say this though, because I saw, I believe it was with True School Sports. Shout out to them. That you said you love this country, and I want to, I want to like say thank you, and I respect you so much for that, because people being born here are shitting in this country so much, and the fact you weren't even born here, and you show so much love and respect to this country, this flag, everything that they're supposed to stand for, and I respect you for that, bro. That not everybody does that though.
America, baby.
Exactly.
American Pharaoh.
I'm a patriot, bro. I'm
you
about
guys
my country.
Are the American Cuban pharaohs, bro.
Yeah,
it's true.
Facts.
100%.
But I'm American all day, Cuban, but
bro, this country is literally the home of the brave, land of the free. Like,
facts.
For sure.
I think this
100%.
generation is forgetting, bro, what this stands for.
I just went to Egypt for the first time in 10 years this year. So before they're like, bro, Egypt's changed so much, this and that. This place is so different. I get there and I'm like, fuck, bro, this is third world shit. And my cousin looks at me, he's like, brother, you're in Beverly Hills. What the fuck you talking about?
This is as good as it gets.
Nah, and he wasn't fucking around. Like we were literally like my family over there try to buy in the nicest areas and all that. They literally for real, like dogs in the street, homeless, but this is the nicest area, bro. And these rich folks they're unhappy. They got Raris, Lambos, but they got this invisible ceiling on their head. Whereas here, yeah, we got an invisible ceiling, but we don't feel it. We don't see it. It is, even if it ain't, there's a lot of corruption all over the world. There's a lot of corruption in politics, but this land gives you the most feeling of opportunity. Bro, I'm a pro boxer without anybody in boxing. I come from Sunny Isles. Like, bro, I'm as a dweeb as you can get. We tried being bad boys growing up. I'm a typical Miami boy. Like, try to fuck around, do this, but I'm a dork. I played sports. I'm a football player, bro. I went to South Florida boxing to start boxing, but America, it gave me my green card because of boxing. It gave me my profession because of boxing. I'm well known in my schools, colleges because of boxing.
In your city.
In my city because of boxing. I'm well known. I'm kind of decently well known in boxing because of boxing. So because of America too. America's really, bro, fucking. When you go outside this country, ain't nothing like this place, bro.
Kiss this place.
In America, man, dreams really become realities.
You just gotta work hard.
You gotta work hard.
Like to work.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I think you gotta work.
You have to work harder here.
You gotta work harder than smarter in America, and you get far. That's why so many presidents are presidents. A lot of them ain't that smart, but they worked hard as fuck.
And they put the consistency, the days, the months, the years behind the work.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
So you came here when you were 4. How come was that? Why your parents chose to come back to?
My dad was working in New York. He brought me and my mom to New York for a little bit. Then we went back to Egypt, did a couple more like school years there, and then he came to Miami. He worked as my dad came from the trenches in Egypt, from the farm ghetto-ness. Worked as a cook, worked his way up to a manager positions at Miami Subs.
Some Miami shit right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Miami story.
And then his co-manager was related to like the franchise owner. He offered him, he's like, hey, Allah, you wanna go split half and half on a store? And then that's how he went half and half on a store, brought me and my mom over, and that's it.
So he's part owner of Miami Subs?
No,
franchise.
Like one of the franchises back in the day. Now he does
Pretty dope.
Other business things.
But he doesn't own a Miami Subs no more.
He owns one in Margate in like Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see.
Like he
who's
said,
still in the game, who's still in the
like we
game.
still support. Yeah, we're still in the Miami.
And then you
business.
grew up in Miami, and then that's where
The
you got your
colors,
swag,
yeah,
everything.
bro, 100%.
Hey, back to boxing, man. I don't want to get out of boxing, man. I have one good question. You're on a six fight win streak.
Yeah, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
All right. I keep track of your career.
Shit.
but
What's
that's
next?
my job to keep
What's
track
next,
of
bro?
your career. Well, yeah. Well, that is the question. What's next? You know, you're 13. You don't want to go backwards. What's up? Are there any names in light heavyweight?
Top names?
Top 15 that you want to fight?
Oh fuck, bro. I'd love to fight.
Realistic.
I'd really love to fight Dimitri Bivol, or one of them for their next like tune-up fights.
Yeah, tuna fight, but
Whatever,
hey,
bro. I
shit.
say things how it is. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'll be the tune-up.
I mean, we got to keep
I'll
it a
tune
buck.
up. Oh, yeah,
we got to keep it
exactly.
a buck. Bivol is tough to beat.
Oh, very.
The boxing skills are, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, he's gonna
Boxing
box.
skills.
So
Yeah. It's no secret.
yeah, and I think you just have to go in there war ready with these guys.
Other than Bivol, who else?
I would love to fight Archer Beterbiev, but I would love to fight these guys. Not. I don't want to get calls for sparring and shit like that, bro. That's just a waste of time and nonsense. I think Marcus Browne's coming back to the light heavyweight division. I'll fight Marcus Browne. He's in the WBC, and there's some guys in Europe and shit, but America's number one. If you ain't fighting in America, you ain't doing shit.
Marcus Browne is with PBC, right?
Yeah,
On
and-
Haymon. Isn't that going to be a little tough?
Oh,
for you?
100%. They don't want shit with me right now.
Right. So let's be realistic right here, right? Because that's going to be a tough fight for you to get.
I think with Don, the realistic fight would be honestly, it could be Bivol, it could be a move to cruiserweight and fight one of his cruiserweights. He has a couple of cruiserweights that are ranked with the WBA and WBC.
I just don't like that, man. I don't
That's just
like
the way-
that.
it's just the way life is, bro.
boxing is. I
Yeah.
get it. I just.
I'll put some weight in my pants. It's all good.
I wouldn't really want to see you in cruiserweight.
You know what I've realized, brother? In these fight sport, speed kills,
It's true.
and pace kills with speed.
But
So when you have a little, I'm talking like half a second of extra pace, and a little bit extra speed, it really hurts.
But not. I'm not saying you can't do it, But
It just-
but I don't know. But
most of
it's cruiserweight. You're gonna have a little bit more weight on you. Can you do that for 12?
Yeah, I wouldn't really gain much weight. I'm just gonna chill out. Be like, I'm doing this the right way.
You said you're gonna fight at
Or
weight.
whatever. I'm just gonna eat normally and sleep and do things with love.
But
and-
you are giving you will be giving away pretty much 15, 20 pounds.
10, 15, 20 pounds. But yeah, bro. But it's all good. It really doesn't matter. It really when you know when you know the sport and you know how to move,
Yeah.
like it doesn't matter. It might help.
Okay.
So when we see you in the ring,
You guys gonna come to my fight? God willing, January. I'll give you the date soon because if I give you the date now, they might get so mad at me.
No.
But it's January, Miami, Casino
yeah?
Highlight.
Oh no.
oh yeah, we
for
out there, we
sure.
out there.
I mean,
That's right
and
there.
I'll say like
there's no
the
doubt
last
about it.
quarter of January.
Oh, so it's in the city? Yeah, you don't even have to. Because even if it was out of state, we were still gonna try to.
No, it's
but
in
if
the
it's in
city.
the there's no
bring,
doubt.
bring the family, bring
Yeah,
the
I'll
friends,
be
tell
there.
the friends to bring the friends, the women to bring the women. You know,
100.
please, bro,
And when you
please,
win,
bro.
by knockout, you gotta shout us out. Hey, shout out to Aaron Still Podcast.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna shout you guys out today, bro. We're gonna take a picture after this, please.
No,
Hell yeah, we have to. Of
100%
course,
sure.
man. We Miami, the three
100%.
Miami boys right here, dog. Shit.
So
Let's
if it's not
like
light heavyweight and it's cruiserweight, you want Makabu.
I would, Makabu. Don has Langston. Don also has McCalkian. You got Noel.
Langston,
Johnny Langston.
Johnny Langston.
So yeah, there's a couple guys that's just the biggest if. But I'm hearing they want to move me out light heavy. I'm hearing that they want to.
They want to put you.
They want me to
around.
move. I mean, yeah. And for me, that's realistically the better, smarter decision. So, we'll see what's next because
So you look in shape though. You look like fight weight. pretty
yeah,
much.
he look ready.
Yeah, bro. I think I hurt my back last week, and I think it was the biggest blessing because it made me just chill out for a week because I'm on the go. When you're single in this city, when you're trying to stay away from your four wives, and you're trying to stay disciplined, you're like, all right, I'm just gonna destroy my body until I get
What do you do in your free time when it's not boxing? What do you like to do?
Right now I'm in grad school. I'm at for applied physiology.
Are you really?
Yeah.
So you're in right now.
That college life too.
Yeah.
Shit.
For what? Say it again.
I've been putting it behind for years for applied physiology, kinesiology. So
okay.
I'm trying to just get that in. It's more for knowledge for myself. I see myself helping out these fighters. I don't know how. I'm not going to be a trainer. I don't like training people. I don't like doing that. But I think there's more of an intelligent way to get these boys like moving, because boxing's a little selfish. People know things, but they won't give you
The blueprint.
Exactly. So I think there's ways to really get these boys far, because a lot of these kids in boxing are so good, bro, and such good people. Most boxers are really genuinely the sweetest, kindest, most gentlemen in the world. I say MMA fighters are a little more ruthless, but those are my homies too. MMA fighters, when they got you back, they got you back.
Nah,
bro.
but you'll be surprised, man. There's MMA fighters that are just as bubbly. As bubbly.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying.
I feel
most fighters, bro, they're so sweet and gentle, and like I would say in MMA, they're way up to date, because you guys get to go to school. You guys could wrestle in college.
Right.
There's opportunities for education on the way to fighting.
100%.
So you hear these MMA fighters like, oh, I'm so thankful to win this world title. And it's like, wow, this kid sounds like a big dork. But
yeah.
Whereas in boxing, it just, if you're boxing, education don't even want you. They kind of put you away. Like, oh, you're a boxer? You must be bad.
There's no connection between the two.
So I think to help some sort of way, God willing, in the future for not just me, other fighters, to help these guys out, man. Mm-hmm. I'm getting older too, so what else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
The greatest currency there is oh shit!
We want you to sign it, dog. You're from the city, bro. We need it.
Wherever you want, dog. It's up to you.
All right, for sure. Thank you guys.
Yeah, bro.
I got you guys.
You ain't even asking for permission, though. You just
he has to sign that shit.
Here you go.
Shit.
Okay. All right. There you go. Put your record too, bro.
Wait a minute. 22-1.
Damn, bro. Really? You like that?
Thank you, brother.
Gotcha. Look at that signature for the camera so they can see.
I got you guys some
shirts. That should look nice. Oh, man.
If you guys don't want to wear them, give them to the wives, give them to the sisters, give them to the girls.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why would I not wear them, bro?
Nah, thank you guys.
Hey, this looks like some Egyptian stuff right here.
It's Egyptian, bro. It's from Egypt with love, brother.
Check this out.
Oh, man. Hold up.
We gonna be wearing this shit in your fucking fight.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Thank you guys.
I'll probably buy another one, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm already gonna wear it.
Take off your shirt though, so they can see the abs.
No. I don't got no abs going on right now.
It's the XL. I saw you guys.
I haven't fought in 6 years. There's no abs going on.
I saw you guys standing next to Brandon, and I'm like, oh, Brandon looks pretty short, so XL will fit them good.
Yeah, we're pretty big compared to all the people that.
I'm 5'11". He's 6'2", though. He's
all right,
tall
so
one.
there you go. All right, I'm spot on.
Well, champ, man, thank you, man, for coming, man, and blessing us, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
It's love, man. Hey, but before you do go, I want you to say something to your fans and your supporters, because I know you got a little bit of following, so.
Nah, bro, thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys for following. Follow these guys. They're the best. And just live your dreams, bro. Do what you got to do to make it. Don't worry about what people think. Just do what you got to do. That's all I got to say.
The champ speaking some gems, man.
If you want to follow me, just look up an Egyptian boxer. I'll be the only one coming up.
And if you could call somebody out right now, who are you calling out?
Bro. The Rock. I'm calling The Rock. We fighting at the Hard Rock Stadium. We got all of Miami in. Let's go.
But it might not be boxing. It might be WWE, to
I'll
be real.
fight whatever, bro. Whatever's paying in my pockets, anything, bro.
All right, so real quick before we finish it up, Bivol is how do you see that fight going? Because you're on the WBA. He's a WBA champ. How do you see that fight going?
I think with Bivol, you gotta show him some pro style. Go to his body, slow him down. And be smart with him. You can't fight these Russians games, because these guys are very well educated outside of boxing and in boxing. And you gotta show them some true American pro skills, and that's really my biggest blessing. I've been blessed to be the best American coaches have been working with me since I was a kid here. So American style, work inside, go to his body, and just be smart with him. Faint.
Smart pressure.
Don't just put pressure on the guy, because he's also he's not a dancer, but he's a boxer. Like he's a Caleb that knows how to punch while he goes backwards.
Right.
Whereas someone like Caleb or Floyd, back first, then punch, then back again. Whereas Bivol, he can do it simultaneously
at the same time. Yeah, the footwork is great.
Shit, and bring those belts back to Miami, man. Bring it back to the city,
Bro,
man.
that's-
Shit.
That
That's
would be
definitely the
lovely.
goal. That's
Now,
definitely the
if you
goal.
got a fight like that, or when you get a fight like that, we'll show up. That's
perfect. Yeah,
that's
for
big
sure.
time
Bro.
too.
You guys-
Wherever the fuck it's at.
I mean, I would
don't
love you
care.
guys to be involved in the team too. You know, you guys have it all. So
Nah, we're gonna come through with some cameras. We're gonna take care of you in the near future.
inshallah, God willing, ojalá.
For sure, man.
Hey,
Hey, put
mucho
the camera on me, champ. Put the camera on me, champ. Hey, man, to all our supporters and followers, man, follow the champ.
You already know. I got a rep.
Ahmed American fellow, Pharaoh Elbiali, man. He'll be fighting in January. Stay tuned. The date's gonna be out there. What's your Instagram, bro?
Ahmed Elbiali.
Yeah, he said any Egyptian boxing.
Yeah, just yeah.
He's the only guy. He's the
He's
man.
the only
man.
one. He's the
That's
face.
it.
He's the face, man. But man, this was a dope ass episode, man. I appreciate you for coming, man. It's all love with
Mucho
you, bro.
gusto, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for
100%.
having me, brother.
Gracias, mi
Really,
hermano.
And this is just the beginning, bro. We're gonna have you on the pod again, bro. I know
Hey,
you-
let's do it.
With the belts right here,
Yeah.
lined up.
Facts, bro.
100%.
You want to say something to the camera, bro? You always.
You already know, man. Keep an eye out for him, 'cause he's coming. He's gonna make noise. Just you already know the Pharaoh, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, and if you haven't subscribed, don't forget, click that red button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Boom,
Peace.
boom.